So this is a sneak preview of what's to come next week. And you found her on Instagram. You find everybody on Instagram.
Yeah.
How's Instagram
I just like
it's the impulse behind your business, no?
yeah, for casting, for like communication, you know, for interaction, you know, I find some rapper artist or some like emerging artist, and I instantly like communicate with them, you know, like there's no barrier or anything, you know. Like there's this Switzerland rapper guy who's like really, really good. He's, to me, like French rappers are not really like modern, you know. It's kind of like 2 years or 3 years back, you know. And this guy is like really in the future. I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm totally texting this guy, and we communicate, and he's like, yeah, I'm showing on the 12th of March in Lyon, and I said, okay, I'm gonna come, and do you want me to bring the clothes you chose? And he's like, yeah, we're gonna shoot the video clip, so that's just perfect. I'm like, yes, you know, it's this kind of thing, you know, but at the same time I'm on my computer or I'm doing something else, you know, so that's why it's easy, you know, you don't have to meet the person in real life, you know, and you can't because the person is in Switzerland or Japan or New York, you know, just meet with them, you know. It's like Instagram is a confirmation that if you click with a person before you meet with the person, you know, and it's like that with, I don't know, I guess online dating or something like that, but for creative it's exactly like you don't have to write to the person if you don't like her, or if you don't like the person. If you see her mood board and her Instagram, you see if she's gonna like it or not, you know. That's the easy part and the best part of it, you know. And I don't know, I have a lot of good surprises coming from Instagram. It's like less than Facebook or, I mean, email, of course, you know, but like, for example, I was in Toronto for 48 hours, and I took a bus from New York. It was like 12 hours trip, you know. I drank sleeping syrup for the trip, so I was like, I was dead, you know. I was arriving in Toronto, I was like, oh my god, I have the worst headache.
12 hours?
Yeah, it was so long. I woke up like I was high on the syrup, you know. I was I was not feeling good, you know, and I was at the Starbucks getting the Wi-Fi, you know, and I see the ID post, ID.com came out. I'm like, oh my god, you know, I didn't know it was that fast, you know. And I see online, I'm like super excited, and I check my Instagram,
And what did it say? You're one of the top 10?
It was an interview I did with Alice, one of the editor in New York. She emailed me. I just arrived. It was the craziest trip to me. Like, I just love this kind of moment. But I was in New York for 10 days. I arrived the first day, and what I do during my day in New York is that I stop at cafe to get the Wi-Fi and see, like, know my plan. You know, so I always get the Wi-Fi at cafe. I sit down at a Starbucks and I get an email saying ID on the object, you know, with the little symbol like I, and I'm like, oh my god, and I scream like, oh shit, you know, I scream, you know, and the Starbucks is like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's good news, don't worry. And she's like, yeah, I'm in New York, would you like to do a phone call interview or something? And I responded right away, like 2 minutes after. I'm like, I'm in New York, let's meet, you know. And yeah, the next day we were meeting at a really nice cafe in Brooklyn near Vice office, and it was a really good interview. And she just posted live. The next day was on ID. That was super fast, you know. And I was in Toronto. I was in Toronto like alone, you know, completely like zoned out with this syrup, you know.
What were you doing in Toronto?
I was meeting with the Soup, my first buyers. And it was very, not emotional, but it was very like,
They came to you too over Instagram, no?
Yeah, they found me on Instagram. I think I asked them, and they said they found me on Vice. The first article that was about Natto Franco was on Vice, and they found it.
Which was when? Because what's the year you started? 14?
I started the drawing, the process, end of 2013, and I probably posted from end of 2013 to beginning of 2014, and Vice contacted me in February 2014. and they posted the article in July 2014. And the editor was half Japanese, half Italian, you know, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I met her in New York, like, this time. Like, thank you. And, but when I arrived in Toronto, I was really, like, in shock. You know, I saw the ID, it was super nice words and really clever interview. I felt so good, you know, and I checked my page on Instagram and I see this friend, stylist from France. She tags me on a video. And I check out the video, who is wearing my sweatshirt? It's Bella Hadid. I don't know if you know Bella Hadid, but she's like this major icon, you know, she's super famous and she's like gorgeous, you know, she's the girlfriend of The Weeknd. She's like the woman, you know, and she's wearing my jumper. And it was like a double like shock, you know, and I couldn't handle it. I was like, oh my God, I can't even like find my address of my Airbnb. I couldn't move, you know. I was just in shock, you know. I'm not like leaving this job for that moment, but this moment really helps, and you know, it's such a joy, you know, to have this surprise like that. Like Bella Hadid wearing my sweatshirt was like probably one of the best moments, you know. Because of the situation, you know, 12 hours of bus, you know, like homeless, you know. It was really cool. And I arrived at Soup Soups thinking, okay, maybe Bella Hadid went to the shop because her boyfriend is from Toronto, you know, so maybe it makes sense, you know, he went to the shop with his girlfriend, and maybe, you know, because they already got a famous artist wearing Natto Franco through Soup Soup, you know, like Majid Jordan, they all work with Obosan Radio. So I was thinking it's probably the case, you know? So I told them, like, do you know Bella Hadid is wearing the sweatshirt? Like, did you give her the sweatshirt? And they were like, what? They had no idea. We don't know how she got it. Maybe she got it through opening ceremony or personal shopper or something, but still like, what? It's crazy. Yeah, I love this story. It's so funny. It's like I finished this sweatshirt. I put the tag on it, you know, like I made it myself, like almost. You know, this is so crazy. I love it.